Hey guys, it's me Dihanna and welcome back to Dihanna's World. In today's video, I will be giving you guys a Cobra Kai review on the first 2 episodes of the new season. So if you guys haven't watched Cobra Kai yet and you do want to watch it, I probably don't recommend watching this video because there will be spoilers in it. And if you have watched Cobra Kai, I suggest you stay if you want to get someone else's opinion on it. There will be 5 episodes to this series that I'm going to be doing because I'm going to be doing every 2 episodes. And there's 10 episodes, so there will be 5 videos. Yay, content. So before we start, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want me to do next. Also, make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. That will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started.
And in Aditi's world, hit the like or the mentions if you feel this girl. Dropping fresh rhymes, weekly got bars for sure. Covering middle school topics, yeah, I have the allure. Tuning in Aditi's world, keep it real, never fake, I'm the realest girl. Staying fresh, got the sauce shining bright like a pearl. Guaranteed to bring sunshine to your world.
So, if you haven't watched the Karate Kid movies, the original ones, then you probably want to watch those before you watch Cobra Kai. And if you haven't watched them or you can't watch them, your parents probably have, so I'm sure they can tell you about it. If you haven't watched season 1 and 2 of Cobra Kai, you can watch it because it's still on Netflix. Or if you don't want to watch the whole 2 seasons, you can always watch the season 1 and 2 recap. It's on Netflix too. All you do is click season 3 episode 1 and it'll show you the recap. And if you have watched season 1 and 2, you can just skip the recap. So the first thing right off the bat, season 3 episode 1 was Johnny being drunk and not paying for the drinks that he drank. And he's watching the news, and his son is on the news along with Miguel because of what happened in the season 2 brawl. If you guys haven't watched it, there was a brawl, and basically Robbie put Miguel in a coma. That sums it up. Robbie put Miguel in a coma. And Robbie is Johnny's son, but then Miguel is kind of like his son too because Miguel doesn't have a father, so Johnny's kind of like his father figure. So they didn't like each other that much. Also, they fought over Sam because Miguel and Sam dated, and then Robbie and Sam dated. So Miguel and Robbie just weren't friends, but they were both on the news. And Johnny just sitting watching news not peacefully because he didn't pay for his drink, which is illegal. And a man comes up to him, takes the remote and changes it to baseball. And when he changes it to baseball, Johnny gets mad. Mind you, Johnny's drunk. Johnny's drunk throughout this whole entire scene. And he goes and follows the grown men out to his car. And mind you, there's actually 2 grown men. And Johnny breaks their car window, and then he gets jumped and gets beat up. And honestly, I'm just gonna say that he had that one coming because you can't just beat people up or try to fight people in their own car and break their car. So he had that one coming. So then the next thing that happens is there's this school board meeting about the school brawl that happened. And Sam's mom is upset that Sam gets suspended for 2 weeks. And the other parents are super upset with Daniel LaRusso because his dojo against Cobra Kai's dojo, Miyagi-Do won and even put a kid in a coma. So people are really upset about that and are trying to take karate away. And Daniel doesn't want that because he says, karate helped me when I went to this school. Karate's just about self-defense. This stuff wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Cobra Kai. And Sam's mom is upset that she's suspended for 2 weeks. And I'm just going to put my 2 cents in. Now, it was not Sam's fault that all that happened. And it was not her fault. Well, it was everyone's fault. It was everyone's fault. So, when there's a fight happening at school, Sam's mother, your child is going to get suspended. You can be upset. Every parent would be upset if their child gets suspended. But Sam did fight people. There was a physical altercation, and everyone in that whole entire group that fought should have been suspended. Everyone should have. Everyone should have, because it was a disruption in school, and that's not a good look on the school. And when the school's on the news, no parent's gonna take their kid to that school. So everyone should got suspended. And then Sam comes back to school after her 2 weeks of being suspended, and she gets PTSD, as every kid would when their ex-boyfriend gets pushed off a balcony by their current boyfriend. Yeah. So she gets PTSD, like everyone would. And on top of that, people are laughing at her. And then we got Hawk, or whatever his name is, being a jerk, even though he got bullied in season 1 and 2. But we're not even going to talk about that. But yeah. And then, we don't know, but we find out that the LaRucho's a van in the shop got stolen, and the only person that the LaRusos could think of that would have stole the car was Robbie, because he had all the codes and all the information, and he also ran away. And you don't get that far on foot, so they think that he stole the van. And then Sam leaves school to go get some In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out too. Missy. And while her dad is trying to find Robbie, because he's trying to find Robbie because of the car that got stolen, and he thinks it was Robbie, so he's trying to find him, he actually finds Sam, and she skips school, and she's eating her In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out, so I can't blame her for getting In-N-Out. I mean, I'd get In-N-Out too. So the next part that happened was Johnny trying to go see Miguel, because, that's his student. Who wouldn't want to see him? But the only issue is the only people who can go see in the ICU or IBCU, I don't know what it's called, are doctors, patients, and family. Johnny's neither one of those three. So his first resource to try to find Miguel was wearing a doctor's coat. But a guy sees him and he's like, yeah, there's no way you're a doctor. Like, absolutely no way. So Johnny throws away the thing and goes to second resort. And he, gets into a fight with the paper towel dispenser. And his head is, bleeding all the way down his face and all the way to his shirt. And then he becomes a patient because, only doctors, patients, and family are allowed. And he's a patient now. So he went into the ICU to go see Miguel. And then Meredith Grey had to come over and ruin it, saying family only. But the bad part is Miguel almost got out of a coma, because when you're in a coma, you can hear what's happening. And Miguel almost got out of a coma, but Meredith Grey had to come over and ruin it, talking about some family only, family only. Like, no one asked you. No one asked you. And then Daniel and Johnny team up to find Robbie, because Robbie is Johnny's son and Robbie was Daniel's student, so they team up to go find him, but that doesn't work out well whenever they find the guy who stole the van and get into a huge brawl with with a lot of goons and stuff, and they get into a physical altercation, and then Johnny tries to kill someone, and Daniel does not like that one at all, so he tries to stop Johnny, and Johnny is a stubborn person, so Johnny felt that Daniel was trying to do something to him, so Johnny and Daniel broke up, and Johnny went to go back to see Miguel because he finally had woken up, and Daniel had went to go see Robbie because Robbie's mother had found him. And guess what? That's it for the first episode. I know, hectic, and a lot of stuff to unpack. So now let's go on to the second episode. So we get a flashback into John Kreese's life. If you guys don't know who John Kreese is, that was Johnny's sensei in Karate Kid, and he also took over the dojo in season 2 and put Johnny out of work. And we get flashbacks, and the weird thing is that John Kreese was actually the one who got bullied. Scary, I know. And, you wouldn't expect someone who got bullied to train bullies, but, it's crazy how life works. And then we go and take a look into Tori's life because she got expelled from school, so she couldn't go back. That's what being expelled means. And she has to take care of her mom, her brother, and herself because her mom has a disease and her mom can't take care of her and her sibling. And her brother's like literally like 6 or 7 years old, so she has to take care of him, her mom, and pay the bills. And she has to do community service, so it's not like she can work multiple jobs at a time. So she's only working one job and she can't pay the rent. And doesn't help that the maintenance guy is harassing her every 2 seconds. And, John Kreese doesn't like that. So he goes to see Tori, and he finds out about the guy who's harassing Tori, and he makes sure it's not an issue anymore that he's harassing her in a very scary way. I feel like any man in their right mind would do what John Kreese did, but John Kreese is sneaky, and he gives me very much using vibes. So I'm not sure if he did it for the right reasons. I don't know if he would have did that. I don't know. John Kreese gives me I'm using you vibes. I'm gonna use you and then I'm gonna throw you away. So I don't know if he helped Tori to help her or helped Tori to help him. And then guess what? Tori can go right back to the dojo because she can pay for it because, she couldn't even pay the rent. So, yeah. And then Miguel wakes up like he did in the first episode. He wakes up, but he's probably going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life. And his mom is really sad about that, as any mother would be. So then Daniel goes to the rehab center to get Robbie and talk to him and turn Robbie in. But Robbie doesn't know that Daniel's about to turn him in. And so the cops show up. And then Robbie is super upset and doesn't want to talk to Daniel and is just really upset with his mom and Daniel. And he gets, There's something that Daniel LaRusso could have did different. He could have told Robbie that he needed to turn himself in. Well, he was going to, but then the cops came and ruined it. But he should have just told him that from jump. He should have just told him from jump, like, the cops are coming, you're gonna get turned in, and you're getting turned in because you almost killed a kid. So I don't know why Daniel LaRusso did it that way, because Robbie had already been betrayed for several years. His mom was a drug addict and was not ever there, and then Johnny was not ever there because he was a addict too, and he cared about Miguel more than him. So Daniel should have taken that into consideration, like that he's already been betrayed so many times. You can only break someone so many times before they just give up. So I don't know why he did that. And also Robbie was not playing right, because you are on the run from cops, because you put someone in a coma and you didn't think anyone was going to find you. You didn't think anyone was going to turn you in. Like, you cut your hair, but you still look the exact same. You still look the same. So I don't know why he didn't expect to get turned in, but then Daniel shouldn't have betrayed him like that, because if he betrayed me like that, he would never get spoken to again. Because I've already been betrayed so many times, and now you're doing it again. And that was pretty much it for episode 2-2. That's funny, episode 2-2. But that was it for episode 2. And if you guys want to see more, make sure you stay tuned, because I'll be doing 4 more episodes to this series I'm doing, my Cobra Kai series, because there's 10 episodes and I'll be doing every 2 episodes. So make sure you guys go watch Cobra Kai on Netflix. That was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want me to do next. Also, make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. They will be in the link in the description below. Bye, guys.